Hello to all of you beautiful people and beautiful souls. Peace on earth and love and light to you. This is a pick a card reading for what do I have to let go, or what should I let go of. So, like, the way this came to me was basically there might be more than one, or some really specific situations when it comes to letting go of stuff to move us to the next level. I know I had a video about what are you neglecting in order to move you to the next level. This is just a little bit more specific, more specific, because sometimes we have to just let things go. And it's probably the number one question that I get. Not the number one, but it's up there. When people say, well, what do I need to let go, or how do I need to let go of this? Okay, because it's like when we have to let go of something, it's something that we've held on to like way too long. So you guys might be automatically drawn to a card, and I'm just going to number these cards like regularly. I don't usually do that, but it's so many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if looking at the cards is making you kind of, I would suggest not to look at the cards. Just go to the timestamp or listen out for your number like I do. But everybody's not just clairaudient. I know, like, when I listen to stuff, that helps me. But, go to the timestamps and see which one resonates with you. Or, these are all the cards. Just see which one kind of calls out to you. Or you can just listen to all of them and see which one really resonates with you, if you are good at doing it like that. And I'm going to start. I'm going to bring the camera over here. We're going to see what you need to let go of. Okay, so some of you are kind of like, it's like you do too much. You give so much of yourself to the wrong people. And it's almost as if you don't really know how to give just because you are a giver. That's why you kind of like attract people that just give, that won't from you. You just kind of attract leeches all the time because you are a naturally big-hearted person. You're a naturally giver, but you need to kind of let go of that. You need to learn exactly just the true essence of giving, because sometimes us being givers, we just kind of know that we're givers and we just give, and then while we're giving to the wrong people, it's like, what are we really giving them? Are we really helping them? Are we really giving the right things just because it is the wrong person? So sometimes we can kind of like give the wrong things simply because we're giving to the wrong person, or we don't really have not been taught the true essence of giving, how to give. So that is what you have to let go of. And like I said, in order to see just how to let that go, how to let go of people taking advantage of you, or being attracted to people who are attracted to you, who are leeches. You have to figure out the true essence of giving, and sit down, talk to your spirit guides to do some meditations and see just exactly what is the true essence of being a giver. Just go more deeper into who you really are, so you can see why you are attracting those type of people, and then you can let go of that behavior. So now I'm going to go to the next one, the second one. Okay, it just seems like some people who are led to this card, it's like you have this fear of flying. And I can't say I was led to this card, but oh my gosh, that is me. Like, and it could be, I'm not talking about literal, and it could be literal. It's like you just really have a fear of letting go. You are just a person who very much like control. So maybe you are like me. Maybe there are maybe you are, you know, a fixed sign, you know, like I am. And that's what you have to let go of. Realize the way you're going to let go of this, realize that nothing is perfect in life. Nothing is definite in life. No matter how much you plan, that plan can still go back, you know, backwards, sour. You know, like I tell people, it was once upon a time, people was like the most safe jobs and secure jobs are government jobs. And look what happened with the government shutdown. We don't even know if it's going to shut down again. So the thing is, it's like you just fear a lot of the unknown. So what you need to let go of is this fear, and like I said, fear of flying. So that means you are afraid of going up, afraid of just going out of your comfort zone. So you're going to let that go by just realizing, you know what, I might as well just have faith in this, because nothing in life is indefinite anyways. Nothing is secure anyways. So yeah, you guys, ignore this yellow nail. I explained on the other video why it was yellow. So, okay, so what do you need to let go of? Okay, it's like some of you guys, this is just what I'm getting. You are having a problem with trusting yourself. So, Israel, get from under there. You have a problem with trusting yourself. You have a problem with trusting your own mind, your own intuition. You like to go to, like, you might be the type to do a lot of these videos maybe a little too often because you don't trust your own mind and your own intuition. And how you going to let go of that, with this fear of just not trusting yourself, is by getting to know who you are better and start believing in your true abilities, your true talents. Start trying to learn how to go off of your own, practice going off on your own intuition more. And once you see the strength in that, then you'll start trusting yourself more. So that's what you need to let go of, and that's how you're going to let go of it. Let's go on to the next card. I feel like some of you guys are, what you need to let go of is, it's like where you put your heart. I think a lot of times you draw in the type of people who you have to take care of. You put so much of your heart into it and they don't put theirs into it. And so since this is something you have to let go of, you have to let go of putting so much of yourself out there first. So the way you're going to let go of that is simply by, knowing your worth. Sit down and ask yourself, who am I? What is it that I like? What is it that I feel like I deserve? And once you start seeing that, you're going to start attracting more people that you don't have to put so much of yourself out and not get the same in return. You're going to start meeting the people that you don't have to do so much of that with. It's going to be mutual to where whatever you put out, they're going to put out also. Okay, let's go to this next card here. What do you need to let go of? Okay, so I'm picking up a certain type of fear again. It's almost as if what you need to let go of is this fear of being alone, a fear of being by yourself. Because whether you know it or not, we always have our guides and our spiritual team, our ancestors around us to guide us. And sometimes people just need this physical, it's like you need more of a physical touch or a physical friend so you can feel more secure. But so you have to let go of this fear of just being alone. And for one, just knowing that you have to get a better relationship with your spiritual team, because that's who's with you all the time. And they're going to really show you how you're not as alone as you think, okay? And that's how you're going to get how to let this fear of being alone go. Once you start to get by yourself and really appreciate yourself, really appreciate the company that you bring to yourself when you are alone. And then you won't have that fear anymore. And also get to know your spiritual team and know that they can bring you so much company, you guys, when you actually sit down and get to know them and see how much of a joy it would be to actually get to know your spiritual team. Okay, you guys, those are my daughter's shoes under there, and my old self cannot get under there to get them up, so they're gonna stay there for a while. We're gonna do this row right now. Let's see what you have to let go of. Okay, some of you guys tend to panic. It's like you tend to panic. That's what you need to let go of. Not just trusting the universe. The way you're going to do that is it's changing your perception, okay? Some of us just tend to be more of panickers, more of what they call a worry wart. And like we're all human, we all have our things. So the way you're gonna let go of just being a panicker, someone who tends to panic, is by changing your perception. Like instead of just saying what all bad can happen, think about what all good can happen. So change your perception, and then you can let go of this anxiety that you tend to get sometimes. Now we're gonna go to the next card. What do you need to let go of? I'm just going to go off what I'm immediately hearing. You just bring so much, such a beautiful person. You bring, on the inside, you just bring so much of light and love to this world. And I feel like sometimes you just, it's like you are even aware that your light and love goes to places sometimes that that it will rather not go. Spirit is saying be a little bit more picky to the people that you surround yourself with. You just this joy, you're a person with much joy, much light, so a lot of people are going to be attracted to you anyways. You just draw in those type of people. So the thing is, what you need to let go of is not being more selective in the people. It's like in the people who are around you. It's like that's what can actually stop you from going to the next level, just because you just really feel like, why should I be judgmental? It's not like you don't know. Some people, might not quite know that they attract these type of people, but you know that you attract these type of people. You know that some of them are not good for you, but you just feel like, hey, why would I judge them? Because you know what? Sometimes people can really mess up your life, and sometimes we have to be a little selfish, and it's like selfish is just not a word to define you, but you have to do this, okay? Like I heard someone say, be skillfully selfish. You kind of have to be skillfully selfish in this world. Sometimes just because people, it's not that they'll take advantage of you, because like I said, you already know what's going on, so you won't let them take advantage of you. But sometimes that energy might be just a little bit too much for the type of energy that you bring. So you just really need to let go of trying to, I guess, save everybody and just really let go of thinking that everyone needs this second chance, when some of us just, some people just don't deserve it, okay? So go to this card right here. What do you need to let go of?
Ice cream.
So, I don't know. Okay, this is just what I'm feeling. Some of you guys do a lot. You are just workaholics. You do a lot, okay? You're overdoing it. You overindulge, and that's what you need to let go of. Doing too much and just kind of overindulging, especially in the wrong things, okay? So, of course, how can you let go of this? By just saying, you know what, I'm taking a rest. Be more stricter with yourself, since you tend to overindulge. Be more stricter with yourself. Some stuff you can't do, say, hey, I cannot do this, no matter how much I want to. And I feel like some of you are kind of workaholics too, and just say, you know what, I need this money. I need to take off. What's more important, that I get this money or that I live? I need to take off. I need to rest. I need to do this. And then, you know what, just do it. So that is what you need to let go of. Okay, we're gonna go to
What's that?
this one right here. What do you need to let go of?
Wait for school.
Hold on, the card fell. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, what do you need to let go of? Okay, you guys, who was looking for this card right here, we're on it now. I skipped it because it fell. I'm glad it fell because I noticed, it made me notice that I skipped it. So, wow, kind of like the last card that I just said, I think some of you guys kind of do too much. Like, you know, you do too much. But in this case, I want to say that it's not that you don't trust your intuition and your own studies, your research and what you find. You just like to, it seems like you are the type who like to prepare words down there. You're the type that's kind of, you might be a little OCD. You just over prepare, you you just kind of overdo stuff. You overstudy. I feel like I'm really just hearing, like, when it comes to studying, like you really overdo it. Like when it comes to education, and it's good. I'm trying to stop this from being so blurry. It's good that you are like this, but kind of, it's weird to say this. Put the books down sometimes, and realize the information that you have is enough. But let me encourage you to continue to be like this, because we need as much as information. We need those people. Let me encourage you to actually start putting your information out there more. I know this is what to let go, but start putting your information out there more. You have a need and a want to just help people, but you kind of have to let that go, because Spirit is saying this is kind of what's going to kind of overwhelm you, kind of take you over if you don't kind of get a grip on this. I think this is just specifically studying and research. I think you just kind of, it's not like I was saying with the other ones, like you kind of don't trust your own intuition, but this is not it. You actually do, but you over people, you know, kind of like a little OCD. You just kind of over prepare. You just like to make, you're like extremely organized. You just have to, nothing is wrong with that. So think, you guys, this is how to let go of what you need to let go to get you to the next level. So it's not like you have to totally let this go, because this is actually a good characteristic to have, but just kind of pull back a little bit so it won't be as overwhelming on you sometimes, and trust the information that you already have. Okay, so now we're going to this one that's already turned over, because I was about to go to it before that one. So this is what you need to let go. Okay, the thing is, you guys, I want to encourage you guys, to those who you are here, maybe you're just here for confirmations, just to see, you're just here to kind of check on yourself to see if you're good. Spirit says you're good, okay? You're on the right path. You're actually doing good. The things that you need to let go of, Spirit is going to show you exactly what it is that you need to let go of. And if anything, Spirit is saying you kind of have to watch your friends a little bit, be more selective with your friends, and that's all, because I think for the most part you're here just to check up on yourself. It's good that you're that type of person, just to say, well, let me just see if there's anything. But it's like you're very intuitive, and you really listen to see what's going on with yourself, so that is very good. Spirit is saying you're good. There's not really anything that you need to let go of, but just be a little bit more selective with the company you keep. Okay, you guys, this is what I'm getting. Some of you guys, what you need to let go of, some of you guys kind of come off a little intimidating. Okay, you're not really like this. You're really like a teddy bear on the inside, but you kind of come off a little intimidating. And I think the reason that this happens is because of some insecurities, that you don't really want to get hurt, so you're kind of guarded. You have your heart guarded, and you know, which is okay. We get like that sometimes with Spirit. It's like that's what you need to let go of. Kind of become more sensitive, a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more vulnerable, and you know, just show people your true self, because you're a likable person. People like you, but people might get a little intimidated by you sometimes, so you know this. So that's what you need to let go of, this intimidation that you bring, and kind of bring out the more softer side of you, and let people see that in you. Okay, so this is what you need to let go of, those of you who are drawn to this card. Okay, and I'm really feeling like this. Some of you may have some insecurities going on when it comes to your looks. I feel like you just I feel like you pay a little bit more attention to your looks than you have to. And Spirit is saying you're perfect the way you are. You don't need to change anything about you. Now, by all means, if you are intaking something or you're doing something that you know is unhealthy or that can bring your looks down in some type of way, if you're putting, maybe the wrong products on your face or your hair or something like that, maybe you're eating wrong, then of course, anything that's toxic that I'm going to do a video about things that you need to release that are toxic too. Then of course you need to put that down. But Spirit is saying don't focus too much on your looks because you are exactly the way that the Creator made you. You are perfect in every way, okay? So that's what you need to let go of. Those of you who relate to this card, what you need to let go of. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I think that some of you guys are not really showing. I'm just looking at this card here, and this is what I'm getting. It's like you are a light worker, and you tend to kind of not want the attention, so you can't tend to kind of like hide it in. So this is what you need to let go of, being so timid and coming out as a true light worker and showing your light. Okay, the way you let go of being so timid, because I used to be like this, is you just really have to deal with the fact that, you know what, embrace the fact that you're introverted. Nothing is wrong with that. You don't like to be around a lot of people. You don't like the crowd. You don't like attention. You have to embrace that. But I also say, you know what, there's just, you know what, I have to balance this. This is how much I'm going to give the world, and this is how much I'm going to keep to myself. You're going to keep more to yourself than the world, because that's just how you are anyway. So the Spirit says, since you are a light worker, you just cannot be so timid, okay? You're going to learn how to love your light work to where you're going to want to actually become more of a light worker and bring yourself out. But that's what you need to let go of, being like so timid, because you are a light worker. And the way you're going to do that is just by finding a balance of how much you want to share with the world and how much you're going to keep to yourself, okay? So those of you who relate to this last card, what do you need to let go of? Okay, I immediately heard like some of you might just be a little too strict, a little too rigid, a little too hard on yourself. Things just have to be in place, have to be perfect all the time. So that's what you have to let go of. Things are not perfect. The world is not perfect. As much of control as you try to have stuff and it's perfect as you think things are supposed to be, things are just not going to be like that. It's like you just feel like, you know what, I've seen other people do it like this, so I must have it like that. But the world doesn't work like that. You don't work like that. What someone else can get an A in, you can get an F in. What you can get an A in, someone else can get an F in, because we're just not made like that. So you have to just realize that things are not just going to be perfect all the time. Things are not, you can't be like, you can't be like your neighbor. You can't be like, your cousins or something like that. You can only be like you. And so the flaws that you have are your flaws. Even embrace those flaws that you have, because those flaws that you have is what makes you perfect. Don't worry about things not being, so spot on all the time. Don't worry about that. You'll drive yourself crazy by thinking that this has to be like this has to be so perfect. Things have to just look so nice and so tidy. You drive yourself crazy thinking like that. Embrace that sometimes. You know what, I might not have things together today, but you know what, this is just a day that things are not going to be together, and I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to relax. So that's what you need to let go of being kind of little uptight, a little rigid. It's okay, we're all human, we have our things, and that's actually how you're gonna let go of it too. So you guys, I have these cards like everywhere now because I had to get them out of my way so I won't get them confused. But yeah, how did you like this video? Let me know down in the comment section if any of this resonated with you at all, or if you have any questions that are positive, and if I see them, then I definitely will get back to you and answer. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. Bye.